Hello children, I am Mrs. Ratna Juneja. Today I am going to do a poem with you. It is My Mother at 66, written by Kamla Das. In this poem she is telling you about her aging mother. Aging is a very natural process which comes to everybody. We all will grow up, okay? We all will turn old one day. Just imagine that the day you were born, you were so soft like a cotton ball, right? Then you came into your teenage, right? That was the most beautiful age. And then you became adult with responsibilities or of something or the other on your shoulders. Then you become old. Think just for a minute that when you become old, are you the same what you were in your young age? Do you have the same charm what you had in your young age? No. I believe everybody's answer will be simple no. So the same thoughts keep coming to the poet when she was going to the airport, accompanied by her old mother whose age was 66, and she was sitting beside her in the taxi, right? And on the way, while they were moving in the car, the mother was dozing. Why? Because the wind was blowing and the taxi was moving at a high speed, right? The mother started dozing, and just because of the old age, she was dozing. She was sleeping with her mouth opened, okay? She looked at her mother and she was very disturbed seeing that. And you know what thought came into her mind? That my mother looks to be very old now, and next time when I come, whether I will be able to see my mother or not. So this thought really disturbed her, that God knows what is going to happen, because 66 is the age where you are not very sure about the person, whether he will live long or whether he will leave the world, okay? So the same thought process is going on. There's one thing very peculiar in the poem. Just look at the poem. The poet has written the poem with different commas at every place. After a few lines, then comma. Why? Because these are the thoughts going on in the mind of the poet. And finally, when she gets down at the airport, she just looks at her mother once again. She was a little sad, but she never wanted to show it to her mother that I'm very sad. I'm very sure, I don't know whether I'll be able to see you next time when I come here or not. But she leaves with a very positive note. She smiles at her mother, giving her that positive vibes from her that next time when I come, Amma, I will meet you soon. So that positivity should be there in everybody. When you want that the people should be attracted towards you, you have to send the positive vibes from yourself. Okay, so just look into the poem now. It is driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning, comma, I saw my mother beside me. The poet says that while I was going to the Cochin airport, who was there in the car? Mother. Mother was there. What is the age of the mother? 66, right? And she was sitting beside the poet. What is the name of the poet? Kamla Das, okay? And dozed open-mouthed, her face ashen like that of a corpse, and realized with pain. She says, I saw my mother. She looked totally white because the charm was not there. The charm was missing from her face, right? And she was looking totally white, as a corpse means dead body. She was looking like a dead body, right? And she says, I got very disturbed looking at her mother, because put that thought away and looked out at young trees sprinting. Because she was very sad looking at her mother. God knows whether next time I'll be able to see her or not. She just shunned out that thought of hers, and she started looking out of the window, and she saw the young trees sprinting. Now here there's a contrast here. The old mother sitting inside and the young trees sprinting outside. Why the trees were looking sprinting? Because the car was moving, okay? And when the things keep moving, when you are in some vehicle, you feel that everybody is moving back, okay? So she could see the young trees sprinting, the merry children spilling out of their home. Again, a contrast, the old mother and the young children. Okay, the children were playing outside. There was happiness all around when she started looking outside. But inside the car, inside the taxi, it was very, very sad, because the poet was very unhappy, very sad looking at her mother. But after the airport security check, she has reached the airport, security check done. Standing a few yards away, I looked again at her, wan, pale. She says, after the security check, I again looked back at my mother, and her face was looking totally pale. It was a colorless face. It was a yellowish face, because there was not that charm on her face, as a late winter's moon, and felt that old familiar ache, that old familiar pang, pain was there when she looked at her mother. And there's again a comparison with late winter moon. Late winter moon, generally it's a charmless moon. Okay, so she has compared her mother's face with the old winter moon. She again looks at her mother and that childhood fear, but all I said was, see you soon, Amma. When you move out of the house, you should always go with a positive thought. Coming back soon. Don't say me going. Okay? Never say like that. Because the person who listens to it doesn't feel good. What do you mean by me going? Say I'm coming soon. Always think that you have to speak out something positive. Some positive note should always be there. And the same thing she also does. She gives positivity to the mother, that next time when I come, you will be alive. I'll be able to meet you. I'll be able to see you. Okay? And with that positive thought, all I did was smile and smile and smile. She just left the place giving a smile to her mother. Okay? So this is the pain which Kamala Das used to face right from the childhood. She knew that my mother will not always be there, and we all are well aware about this, that our parents are not going to be with us every time. Okay, there will be an age when they will go away. So it is actually a natural process which comes to everybody has to go one or the other day. Okay, so we can do the question answers also. See the first question. What is the kind of pain and ache that the poet feels? What was that pain? Of losing her mother. I want you people to write the answers in your own words. I'll just give you the hint of everything. I'll explain you everything. But I want you people to make one long copy and do all the question answers in that. Okay. I'll be giving you RTCs also in my next class. But here I want you all to do the question answers also. Okay. That pain, that pain of losing the parents, losing the mother. She was just going through that pain. Why are the young trees described as sprinting? Because the car was moving at a speed. That is why the trees appeared, because they were young and they were able to run away. Okay, so it looked as if they are sprinting. What do you mean by sprinting? Running. Okay. Why has the poet brought in the image of merry children spilling out of their homes? Because she wanted to create a contrast of age, of young age and old age. Okay, she has shown that the old lady was sitting in the car and she was looking dull, lifeless. It appeared as if a dead body is there in the car, and spilling out the merry children, that positivity, life, full of life. The children were full of life. Okay, so she tries to create a contrast. Next question. Why has the mother been compared to the late winter's moon? Because as the mother had lost her charm, even the late winter moon doesn't have any charm in it. Okay. What do the parting words of the poet and her smile signify? The parting words, they signify the positivity of the poet with which she wanted to leave her mother. She never wanted that the mother should feel that I don't know what my daughter is thinking, that whether I'll be alive or not when she comes back next. So there should be a positive note when you are going. She also leaves with a positive note that see you soon, Amma. That positivity is there, that next time when I come, I'll definitely meet you. So happy learning. Please do the question answers, make a long copy, cover it properly, and in a neat hand, draw an index, fill the index, and whenever we will meet, I'll check your copies. Thank you, children. Love you.